YouTube, what is y'all doing? I'm back again with
another one.
As y'all can see, I got this mask on. It's Halloween, so this is a Halloween vlog. Don't try and act funny like you ain't been wearing no mask all year. So this is gonna be the mask for today. I'm gonna try and work on the car today with this mask on. I'm probably gonna end up chucking it somewhere. But we're gonna get into it. Today what we're gonna be doing is, I picked up these headlights for the GS. I just got so sick of the old ones. So I'm gonna be installing these because I like how they look. They got actual halos in here, and it's another LED that go around here. And your turn signal is up here. And I also gotta do some actual wiring this time. Like I'm gonna have to cut and splice and all of that type of good stuff. But I'm gonna be installing these. I think I'm gonna make this a turn signal instead of just a LED. I don't know, we'll see when I get it all put together. But the first thing I need to do before I get started on this is take this front bumper off. The only way to install the headlights on this car is the front bumper has to come off. So that's always fun. But I know what I'm doing now, so it shouldn't take me long to get this front bumper off. As far as this fender is concerned right here, I know it's kind of tight space over here. I'm gonna be wrapping it black. I'm still waiting on USPS to send me my wrap that I ordered like 2 weeks ago. So I guess I'll get it sometime. I guess I'll get it sometime next year, messing around with them. Also, I got some yellow tint. Thinking about wrapping these bottom fog lights in yellow. I'm not sure yet, but I think it might be what I do, is just wrap those down there in yellow. Or not wrap, tint. So without further ado, I'm gonna set y'all up and we're gonna get to work on this car, getting everything hooked up. And also I got a new light over here. So it should be easier to see things now. So let me get y'all set up. Alright y'all, the car is fully disassembled in the front. Got the bumper off, the headlights out. Now, how I'm gonna do this is, I'm probably gonna do one side on my own just so I'm really familiar with what I'm doing. And then I'm gonna show y'all what I did on the second side, just walk out through the steps. I'm gonna try and make this like a how-to video. I've never done this before, but I mean, it's just wiring, right? Alright y'all, I'm back. I got the other side wired up. I'm gonna show y'all how to do this side. I'm kind of trying to make it as much of a tutorial as I can. This is not the holy grail by any means. This is just the way that I've done it. I'm probably the last person you need to listen to as far as wiring is concerned, because I don't really like my wiring skills. But nonetheless, the first thing you want to do when you're actually doing this is go ahead and identify all of your lights. So me, I have already, this is my daytime running light right here. This is my turn signal. This is my high beam right here, and my low beam is over here. Now, the only ones that you don't have to worry about is the high beam and the low beam, because those pretty much plug into the headlight unit. At least on the one I got, it does. So I don't have to worry about cutting into these or splicing into these. These are the only two that I care about. And the only reason why I care about, the only reason why I care about this one is because I'm using one of my LEDs that's in the new headlight as a turn signal. So if you don't care about that, you don't even have to worry about the turn signal. You can just plug that in. So I'll show y'all on the back what I'm talking about. So yeah, as you can see, hope y'all can see that. As you can see, you got a plug right here for the low beam and another plug for the high beam. I actually installed some LEDs in mine that fit. I guess I can show y'all that. It's like an LED off in there. Hopefully y'all can see that. Hopefully y'all can see that. It's a LED off in there right there. So yeah, the low beam is plug and play and the high beam is plug and play. Now the turn signal, they actually have a place where you can just put it in here. So it's essentially plug and play too, except you're not actually plugging anything, you just putting it in there, the light in there. But I had this LED on the front of mine right here, and I'll show y'all how it looks when I get done. It's an LED running light like right across here that I want to use as a turning signal. So I'm splicing into my turning signal wire. What I'm doing this with, I picked up these wire connectors that allow you to actually splice into wires. And I'm gonna show you how to use these, but essentially you don't actually have to cut a wire and all of that, and you just get one of these, the wires run through here. You got one for the ground and power, and then they have outputs right here for the ground and power. So you just put them through here, clamp down, close it, and boom, you in the game. So I'm gonna show y'all how I do it. So right here, I have my turn signal that I was saying that I want to splice into. So yeah, so the first thing I'm gonna do is, I think this is the power wire right here, this black and white one, and this is the ground wire. But I'm gonna plug this in and I'm gonna show y'all how I test which one is the power and ground. So the first thing I wanna do, it don't really matter which one you put these in on, unless you're just super particular about it. I think I'm gonna go this way. So you're gonna put those in those channels in there. Make sure they're not touching each other. And then you grab something like this. I'm just use this because this is what I have in my hand. And just push down on it until I hear it click. So don't be too mean with it, just like slowly push down. Like I didn't hear it click yet, so. All right, we didn't hear it click, but it's in there, as you can see. It's not going anywhere. So now on this side, we can plug the actual lights from the headlight housing into. Now I've already identified which wires control what on my headlight. So the ones coming out of this far right side behind the low beam, underneath the low beam, that is for this LED right here, this big LED. And the other cables, red, red, black, black, those control your two halos. So I'm gonna show y'all how I test which side is positive and which side is ground. Okay, so what I did was I went ahead and turned on my turn signals, or my emergency lights. For those of you who don't know, the emergency light and the turn signal is pretty much the same thing. So I'm using the test light for this. Some of y'all might have more better equipment or whatever, but I'm using the test light for this. So what you want to do is find somewhere to ground it. So I'm gonna just ground mine like right over here. So once you have it grounded, it has to be on something metal, which I think this is right here. Once you have it grounded, then you can test which side is actually power. So I test the left side. I'm not seeing nothing. Test the right side. All right, so what you want to do is make sure you actually got a good ground on this, because I wasn't getting any power, so I had to figure out what was going on. So make sure you got it grounded off really good. So back to it, I got this right here on here, so I want to see which side is, I got this connector on the wire, so I want to see which side is hot and which side is ground. So if I put my thing in there, I don't see any light, not getting any power. If I go to the other side, you can see it's flashing, because that's how the blinker works. It sends like pulses of power to make the blinker actually flash. Yeah. So once you got that figured out, then you need to grab your headlight. So these already come kind of pre-cut. I'm not gonna cut any more of the shielding off of these, because that's pretty much all you need. That's enough. So on the back of these headlights, you have black and red. Black is ground, red is power. So we identified on here that the right side is actually power and the left side is ground. So I'm gonna plug the black side into, I'm gonna plug the black wire into the ground side, and I'm gonna plug the red wire into the power side. So if I do that and close this down, so as you can see, when I connected those, now I have power. LEDs are flashing. So what I'm gonna do is grab these again and make sure I push that down. All right, so next what you wanna do is, you have 2 remaining red wires and 2 remaining black wires. What I did was I cut some of the wire shielding back. And what you wanna do is get your 2 red wires and put them together, and your 2 black wires and put them together. You can essentially use just 2 more of these and splice them into the same wire. That's kind of pointless to me, so I'm just gonna splice these into the same power and ground. So what I'm gonna do is take my 2 remaining red wires, and I'm just gonna twist them together like that. Like I said, this isn't the holy grail. If you don't wanna do it this way, you don't have to. So I'm gonna do that with my red wire. Then I'm gonna come back with my black wire and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just getting these ready to go inside the wire connectors. So boom, once you get those connected, then I told y'all that this was my DRL. So I'm gonna take this bulb out, because I already know that this is my DRL. And I'm probably gonna have to cut some of this back, but it's gonna be the same concept. I'm gonna get another one of my wire connectors and splice it into this wire. So you cut some of this back. Be careful not to cut your actual wire, because you don't really want to do that. And also be careful not to cut yourself. It's not fun. I've already cut myself once today. So okay, once you get that pulled back far enough, I'm gonna go ahead and grab another one of these. And it's gonna be the same concept, just that's essentially how it's gonna look. I'm gonna get finished putting all this back together. One other thing that I wanna leave y'all with, these connectors that you put on here, right here, I run electrical tape over mine just to protect them from water and things like that. So you can do that too, I recommend it. But I'm gonna get all this put back together and we can see how they look on the car. This is what we looking like right now. I guess let me cycle through the lights and kind of show y'all what it looks like. So the fitment over here wasn't that great. The fitting overall, I would give it like a 6 out of 10. This side went a little bit smoother, but it's not just perfect. Wiring, I wouldn't recommend you getting this if you don't want to do any wiring, because you have to get the halos to work. It does make the car look a lot more modern. I'm satisfied with the look. It was pretty easy to do for me overall. Not anything too hard. So I'm satisfied with them. Would I buy them again? Yes. I'm gonna drop a link in the description of everything that I use here and the headlights, so y'all can go check it out if y'all have one of these cars. So y'all just wanna, you know, see. But I think I paid like $170 for these, which is not bad at all because the V-Lams that I put on that car were like $500. So I take these, but the V-Lams were a lot better quality than these are. I'm gonna have to see how these look at night, so I'm gonna throw some shots in there from nighttime and put those in this video so y'all can see what they look like. I don't know if I'm gonna be wrapping this fender in this video or not. I guess not, because I don't know when I'm getting my wrap. So that sucks, but it all works out for the better. Thanks for watching. If y'all like what y'all see, follow, like, and subscribe, and continue to support this channel. Appreciate it. Have a good Halloween, holiday, whatever y'all got going on. Peace.